it's been like several days since I came outside because it's been a little warm, and it is still a little warm today. But I needed to do a little earthing, so I decided to come out before it gets really warm, later in the day. But anyway, I have some things that get out of my tea. Flies getting in my tea. Yeah. I have some things I wanted to share. Some things I've been thinking about. First of all, I've been I don't know, a few days ago or earlier in the week, I just woke up one day feeling like I want to feed the ducks. I just want to feed the ducks. And that's something that I used to enjoy doing growing up, and then also, with my kids when they were young. And I don't know, it's just relaxing. I like to do it. And one thing I wanted to say about that is it's a little different now. Now I know, because all the times that I've fed the ducks before, I have fed them things that now I know are not good for them. Like bread and crackers and things like that. I spent a lot of my life when I would feed the ducks, that's exactly what I would feed them, and not knowing that those things really aren't good for them. And so, so when I woke up that day feeling like I want to go feed the ducks, one of my first thoughts was, well, what am I going to feed them? Because now I know that the things I used to feed them are not good for them. So I had to look up what kinds of things I could feed them. And it turns out that I could chop up a bunch of different kinds of vegetables. I have a lot of carrots right now, so I was thinking about cutting up a bunch of carrots. And I know they eat some lettuce too, but I don't know that I could give them any of that because I kind of need that for me. And everyone else in the house eats it as well. But we have a lot of carrots, so we don't need all the carrots. So probably could feed them some carrots, and maybe even some frozen peas, because I haven't been eating those lately anyway, so they're just sitting in the freezer. So I could probably give them peas and carrots, like Forrest and Jenny in Forrest Gump. The ducks can be like Forrest and Jenny, like peas and carrots. They just go together, right? So the ducks could feel good. They can feel healthy by eating their peas and carrots. So so I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what day I'm actually. Oh, I love that breeze. It feels so good because I was getting kind of warm. I don't know what day I'm actually gonna go and do this, because I need to. I don't know. I just need to do it when the timing is right for me, and it hasn't. I felt like I want to feed the ducks, but it just feels like that the right timing hasn't come yet, and I'm trying to figure out, every day when I wake up, is this the feeding the ducks day? And it hasn't been yet, so I'm just waiting for that day, and I just don't know for sure when that day is gonna be here, but anyway, maybe I'll attach a video you know, maybe I'll put that in this video as well, of feeding the ducks peas and carrots when I get to that. So yeah, I kind of just go with the flow and what feels right to me each day, because every day is different, you know, and you got to pay attention to, well, I do. I have to pay attention to how I'm feeling and my energy levels and all of that. And yeah, so the desire's there, but I think the timing of it for me physically going and doing that is just not here yet. It's not the right time. So I'm just looking forward to that when I'm able to do that. And I have a couple different locations where I could do that, where I know there are ducks, and probably some geese too. I like the geese, but I prefer the ducks because the ducks are not as intrusive, you know. The ducks aren't usually as bold as the geese are. Geese are kind of, I don't know, they can be pretty aggressive sometimes, but yeah, but anyway, do you guys like to feed the ducks? I find it to be very relaxing, and I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Oh, my doggie's under here. She's so sweet. She's earthing too. I have to show you. Oh my gosh. We have weeds in our backyard, but look how beautiful. Look how beautiful they can be. I love these cute little purple flowers. They're so pretty. I'm really enjoying seeing those, and I know bees like our weeds that have flowers. They like it. Oh, and I just noticed. Oh my gosh, look at this. I didn't notice till now, but the leaves on this weed, they're heart-shaped. Oh, that's so sweet. They're like little heart-shaped leaves. Let me show you. What did I do with those? Okay, see, there's pretty flowers. So pretty. But on these ones right here that have, oh, are you gonna eat it? Don't eat it. These little tiny flowers. Sorry, it's not focusing well. These little tiny flowers, see those? Those are so pretty. I think it's on that, is it on that stem? It has those. Let me look. I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, it is. It's on this plant, which I don't know what it is, but see those cute little heart-shaped leaves? They're so pretty. I love it. Anyway, I just love being outside. I love exploring things. This was like what I did when I was a kid. I just wanted to be outside all the time, just exploring everything and looking for like 4-leaf clovers and looking for lizards and snakes and frogs, especially frogs. Love looking for frogs and just exploring nature. Like that was my thing. And then as I got older and like, well, really as I got married and had to go to work and had to, you know, work full time and then had to have, not had to, but as I had children, and I had 6, I found myself not being outside as much or hardly at all. And you would think that with 6 kids you would be, because you would be out playing with the kids, but having 6 children back to back, well, I say back to back, but there were at least two and a half years in between each. Some of them were like three years apart, but you're still in that, you still have young children that you're tending to and changing diapers and doing all this stuff, right? And then the older ones, they're in school and you're being the taxi and you're doing all this stuff. And then you have also the other things, like the constant preparing meals so that you can feed everybody. And then also I nursed my baby, so I was physically feeding them as well when they were babies, with my own body, with my own energy. Okay, and so I had to do all that, and then the all of the taxiing and all the coordinating, and then all the like pulling all the other things together in your life, the things that you have on your calendar, places that you have to be for things, events and whatever. And then just the maintenance of keeping your home outside of all the other things that you have to do, right? And I didn't work. I didn't work outside the home. That's what I'm saying. I didn't work outside the home. I did a couple different times. I did, but it was very minimal, not very many hours, because I did have a massage business for a while, but those were by appointment, and it was not full time. It was very much a sporadic thing. It didn't happen every day. Good thing it didn't, because I just don't think I had the energy to do all that. And anyway, which is probably why I am where I am right now. I don't know why I'm sharing all this with you. That was not what I was thinking of sharing, but like I just I really have missed being in nature, because I just haven't done it as much as I want to. Like what feels like natural to me, like I would just live outside if I could. If I was in an environment where I could be, temperature wise, if it could be an environment where it wasn't too hot, I think I would probably, and maybe not too cold, like bone griddle cold. But if I could live in a temperate climate where I was just like physically comfortable, temperature wise, man, I think I would really love to just kind of live outside a lot, be outside a lot, and yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to going and feeding the ducks one of these days. Yeah. And you know what? I realized that all those years that I fed the ducks, I was not informed. I did not know then what I know now. I did not know that what I was feeding them was harmful for them. And so, I can forgive myself for my ignorance, should I even say ignorance? Because that has a connotation, it feels like it has a connotation of that I was actually ignoring. No, I wasn't. I just was uninformed. I wasn't conscious of that. I did not know. It was not in my understanding, right? It wasn't made known to me until later, much later. And so I can forgive myself for those things, for not knowing that what I was feeding those ducks was actually pretty harmful to them. And now that I know better, I can choose differently. And I feel like that's a good lesson to learn for everything in your life, where, maybe things that you didn't know before and now have come into your awareness and into your understanding, and now you can make different decisions than what you made before. And also, at the same time, giving yourself grace and understanding that you made the best decisions based on the knowledge and the information and the experience you had at the time. And so if we could allow ourselves to be kind to ourselves and to not feel the shame and the blame and all that, associated with just choices of the past, things that you would have done differently had you known what you know now, and give yourself that grace, and also extend this to other people, because we don't know what we don't know, right? And we can't keep beating ourselves up for the things that just were not in our consciousness. We just didn't know. Okay? And that could be anything. Think of anything in your life. And think of anything that other people do or say, or, from their, from their different level of experience and understanding, and give them the grace that you would give yourself if you were now looking back at your former self, and knowing that there was no ill intent in the choices that you made. It was just you didn't know what you know now. And so we can extend that to ourselves, and we can extend that forgiveness, if you want to call it that, that grace, that, just let it go, like water off of a duck's back, since we're talking about ducks. Let those things go. There's no need to bring them into the present, and to hang on to them, and to beat yourself up and to mull over it, and to make it, it's done. It was done. It's in the past. Hakuna Matata, right? Not that the past really doesn't matter, but for this moment that you're in, it really doesn't, right? You can't change the past in the way, the only thing you can do is change your perspective. And so the things that were once in your past and were once done a certain way or whatever, you don't have to hang on to all of that. You can allow you can allow yourself to just go, okay, yeah, that was then, but that's not who I am now, and that's not who they are now. And, you know, like, you just let that stuff go. Let that go, okay? So many Disney songs come into my mind right now. You know, obviously Let It Go. But like even before that, yeah, there's some other Disney songs in my head too. But yeah, we hang on to too many things, and we beat ourselves up emotionally for things in the past that, you know, they don't really matter. It doesn't matter to today, okay? Take today, look at today and go, well, this is what I know. This is my experience right now. These are the choices I have right now. And I can make different choices because I'm up higher on the mountain than I was before. You know, like I have a bigger vantage, a bigger vista, a bigger view than I had before when I was like lower down on the mountain and I couldn't see all that I can see now. Okay? And that's what it is in our lives. As we experience more and as we grow and expand, our vision grows and expands with us because we have experience and we have more knowledge about a certain situation or thing, you know, even the things that we experienced in the past. Yeah, so bring all that stuff with you, but don't bring it, like bring the knowledge that you learned, bring that with you along your path so that you do see more clearly and you can look out from the top of that mountain and see all the beauty, and you can see so much more than you ever could see. But try not to bring the heavy baggage along with you. Like, there's no need to carry all the huge boulders and rocks in your backpack up that mountain. You can, you know, take those out and put them on the side of the road and just say, okay, I learned that, and now I know better, and now, okay, I don't have to carry that anymore, okay? So, and there's so many ways to let go of things. There's so many different ways to do that. But I do think that is an important thing for us to let go of the things that are weighing us down and causing us to have a harder time have a harder time enjoying our life and accepting and loving ourselves and others exactly as they are. You know, we need to let go of those things. And like I said, you know, be like the duck. Let the water, you know, those duck feathers insulate them, you know, and yeah, that water just runs off their back like there's no care in the world. You know, they're good. Yeah, we need to be like that. We need to be like that and just give ourselves grace, give other people grace, and like, you know, just be in the moment. You know, learn from the past, make better decisions in the now for your future. But, you know, living now in the moment is like really what we need to do. And so you can't really live in the now, in the moment, if you've got all this baggage that needs to be let go of. It makes it difficult to do that. So, and it makes it difficult to keep expanding and to keep growing if you're carrying all those boulders and heavy baggage with you as you climb up the mountain of your life. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I have other messages I want to share, but maybe maybe it'll be a different video. So I was gonna read a little bit of tarot, but I think I'm done for this video. So let's go feed the ducks. Now another song, Feed the Birds from, what is that? Mary Poppins. That song's coming in my head. Feed the birds. You know what? Maybe that's what we all need to do. We need to do something a little, like in that movie, a little frivolous. You know, like, I mean, some people thought it was frivolous to feed the birds, to pay to feed the birds, instead of putting that money in the bank. But you know what? It's all about balance, and yeah, that Banks family was completely out of balance, and they needed to do the fun things. They needed to do the fun things along with the more serious things to balance out all that energy. And I have another video that I talked about Mary Poppins before. If I remember, I will link that video down below so that you can hear all the things I said about the movie Mary Poppins and all the energy in that movie. So anyway, that's it for this video. Yeah, but I will add some footage of feeding the ducks if that comes soon enough. Okay, bye.